Today on a commonly good MTG, we're playing a mono black mid-range deck. I like to call this one a curse breaker. Why is it a curse breaker? Stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I'm your host, Dr. Yukon Suckit. Word to your mama. So today we're playing with a deck that I like to call the Curse Breaker. Why is that? Because for the last 2 days I've been cursed. I've been playing like a lot of great decks, and I've been playing things that have like 90% win rates, and I've been getting like 33%, like practically never winning, just getting slaughtered. I've been playing decks like I could play mono red aggro, getting slaughtered. I have no idea what's going on. But when that happens, what I do is I go over to mono black and I tune the crap out of it, usually to just kill creatures. And that's what I ended up having to do today. So I got this deck. It's called Mono Black 78. It's the Curse Breaker. And if you're in a curse, this might be the medicine that you need to help you get out of your slump as well. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the cards in this deck. We'll talk a little bit how it works, and we'll go out and we'll crush some hopes and dreams. What do we got here? We got Creature Kill. This dude steals other people's stuff out of their graveyards. This thing just takes stuff out of people's graveyards. So if anybody's playing Reanimation, these two guys will help to just screw them over. Creature Kill. Creature and Planeswalker Kill. Creature Kill. Whenever you do damage to a player, whenever this guy deals damage to a player, they lose half their life. And if this guy gets killed, he just comes back to the battlefield with 2 stun counters on it, regenerates, and is back in action. Creature Kill and discard. That's usually all you ever do with her. Force a discard. You force your own self as well, so that's kind of bad. Sheoldred will punish them for drawing cards, give you life for drawing cards yourself. Bloodletter of Aclazotz, whenever an opponent would lose life during your turn, they lose twice that life. The big old combo there is Bloodletter and Unstoppable Slasher, because Unstoppable Slasher will force them to lose half their life, and then you will lose twice that much, which is their whole life. Because half is whole. All right, Deadly Cover-Up will wipe the board. If you got enough stuff in your graveyard, you can then pick one of those things and just get rid of it entirely, always and forever. And Unholy Annex will help you draw cards, or will give you a demon, which will then make it so that drawing cards doesn't cost you life. Soulstone Sanctuary can become a man land. You only have to pay for it once, and it stands out there as a 3/3. But it's also a demon. Yep, because it's all creature types. So you got technically 3 demons in this deck, which will help it so Unholy Annex won't punish you so badly. All right, so what are we going to do with this deck? We're going to control the early game. We're going to be killing off creatures, keeping them from doing stuff, sucking things out of their graveyards, and then we're going to come at them with demons and destroy them. All right, that's pretty much it. All right, so before we go out and do our damage, let's do as we do every night. Let's say our prayers and talk about what is best in life. Hands together. Dear Black Queen Sheoldred, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and to hear the lamentations of the women. All right, playing against DungeonMasterRex. All right, 3 will get us up to Liliana. Hopefully we'll get some other fun cards along the way. We have the ability to control the early board, so let's hope that's enough. You start slaughtering out tokens straight up, then we're in some trouble. We do have all the mana to play everything we got, though. That's nice. He's got I'm going to say he's got the mana for tokens. This is an instant. Cool, man. All right, let's just see if we could bait him into doing some cooler stuff. Awesome. Still, I take a bunch of damage. That's not great. I shoot the sheriff. I'll put out little Tinybones. We'll keep this stuff in reserve. But I did not kill the deputy. Whoa, no. Oh, no. There's another guy that likes to blow up on people. At least he's losing all of his cards. That's good. What did that guy take? Non-land permanents. Man, Tinybones, I thought he could only take creatures. This dude is all over the place. I mean, there's a super combo right there. Sure, let's just do it. I'll grab this guy. Hi, it's me, Heartfire Hero. Heartfire Hero. He's got blood in his eyes. Roar. All right, he should know that he is about to be dead. He's got 2 cards. He's got to do 11 points of damage. You think he's just going to rope me now? Trick or treat. You see the blood on the inside of that door? And we win! Victory! All right, playing against Branaj. Jan Arab. We're just, man, everything's going to cost me at least 3 to put out. And he's playing counter spells. I'm playing against the devil. Is that who I'm playing against? All right, that guy's gone. You gonna go for another counter spell? Nope, good for us. Discard a card. All right, I'm going to go for our pal, the Ritual Chamber. Let it go, yo. It seems crazy that I'd be using Deadly Cover-Up when I'm holding 10 points of damage at this point, but let's see what happens here. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go start sucking up some ghosts. That's what I'm going to do. He wants those cards back, huh? Unlock the other side. Yeah, I just don't see Deadly Cover-Up in my future right now. All right, and he's dead. He's dead. Victory! All right, we're playing against Davix 4. Because Davix 1, Davix 2, Davix 3 were already taken. Cut down! That's exactly what you're made for, taking that guy out. You've got approximately 2 turns until you're worth playing. Or not worth playing anymore. Yeah, Deadly Cover may be in our future here. Should I just force him to get rid of it? Let's just do that. That'll be fun. Unfortunately, I can't take any of his guys. I don't have the mana for it. All right, I got 2 Death Touchy guys. That's fantastic. He's not going to let that one through. Let's steal Paw Patch. Yeah, whatever, man. Okay, things are getting desperate now. That's good, because now I can use Liliana to take out the Mothborn Hydra. I got 4 mana open. Where's that Hydra at? Right there, number 3. And we win! And we win! Victory! All right, we're playing against Zumane. Two mana. Up to 3. Got a mid-range action here. Nice curve, but we don't have the mana for it straight up. Hopefully we'll grow. Good, we did grow. We can get up through to Liliana at this point. Worst part, if I get Liliana and I have to start, like, you know, forcing people to discard. That'll be bad. If there's something strange in your neighborhood, who are you gonna call? Ghost Vacuum. Now, 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 now. I'm gonna vacuum. All right, there's another guy. Oh, you're gonna be a jerk about it, huh? And let's get that Proton pack out. They're sucking some guys up. They start putting creatures out, he'll probably start, you know, killing them. But we'll do what we got to do, right? Here comes creature kill. Oh, Sheoldred, you are so awesome. And now she's gone forever. Might just steal my own poor creature. I've never used Ghost Vacuum's ability at 6. We're only one isle. We'll never get the opportunity now. All right, now we're lined up for a game win on the next turn. No, we're not. All right, so we're still good. If he tries to come in with the man land, that'd be cool. Then I could just kill his Sheoldred's Edict. Yeah, you touch it. Non-token creature. I gotta leave the Bloodletter in my hand. Because if I put it out and he shoots it, then it'll all be for naught. He's better as a hasty surprise effect. Yeah, I want to get through, so we got to blow that thing away. Drop out the combo. Mono black combo for the win. Victory. All right, playing against Bozzy 77. All we can do is just keep killing his guys. Hopefully he'll run out of them. Yeah, you're looking, man. You go look at them while they're not there too, right? All right, well, while I'm doing taking away half your life each time, this doesn't really matter as much. All right, Zoltan. All right, so the deal was if I would have put out the Bloodletter, the question is he would have just blocked with the guy there. At this point, I got two guys available on this next turn to win with. So, oh, he's got... Can they block? They can't block. All right, I win. And we win right there. Victory! All right, we're playing against Annex 98. He paid for the all caps there. Keep it. I'll start off the Ghost Vacuum because we got nothing better to do. Alright, is this the Squiggly Bob one where he keeps making weird-ass tokens all the time? He technically wants that thing to go to the graveyard. Seriously need to pick up another mana, though. I don't like the fact that that guy's feet are not allowed to touch, you know, the ground underneath them, that they have to provide all these leaves and whatever the hell those other things in the background are. Bark strips. So that his dainty little feet don't have to touch whatever this is, stone. So I make him Sophie's Choice. Let's do that. Ghost Vacuum. If you really are playing a graveyard recursion thing, then you're going to hate Ghost Vacuum. Those guys are exiled forever now. Don't touch my creatures. Don't touch them. All right, let's go. Let's see. I mean, I'm sure he's going to block, right? But we have to go for it. Playing Simic. All right, let's go vacuum up some spirits, as one does. And we win! And we win! Victory! All right, we're playing against Fealdard. Fealdard. I know what I'm doing. What's this guy playing? Is he playing Golgari Toxic? Alright, so there's my threes. Probably he's got Fang in there somewhere. So you think about Sheoldred and Liliana here, they're both untargeted. So I got to just start wiping these guys out as soon as possible so I can keep them thinned down. So the question is, does he want to try to go after my guys, or does he want to try to pump up his own side? Because when you got Innkeeper's Talent, you want to pump up your own side. I'm going to punish him for drawing cards. That's always a good thing. Use Liliana as a ninja to come out and destroy some creature he decides to put out, like Glissa. If I didn't have the ability to remove Glissa, I'd be pooping my pants right now. That is my ability to take out creatures. I'm all done. And we win! And we win! And we win! Victory! Alright, so here we are with Black 78. Yeah, it ended up being a great deck. It was a curse breaker. And that feels good. It feels good. Because I can tell you the last 2 days have sucked. I was playing decks that had like a 90% win rate, and everybody was just taking it out like it was nothing. So somebody cursed me. There's some voodoo witch doctor out there that's been doing horrible things to me. Man, please don't do that. I just want to play a game just like everybody else. But yet I've had to pull out a curse breaker to be able to break it. So there we go. Black 78. All right, let's get down to it. Who was the MVP, the most valuable player of this deck? I hate to say it, it's the combo of Unstoppable Slasher and Bloodletter of Aclazotz, because that just finishes games. And you just drop this guy as long as you have Unstoppable Slasher out. I'm going to go ahead and just say the MVP specifically is the Unstoppable Slasher, just because I'm not even sure. Because they come out as a creature with Death Touch, which is fantastic. Whenever it does damage, they lose half their life, which is fantastic. And if it gets killed, it comes right back out with 2 stun counters and regenerates on its own, which is fantastic. And is part of the Unstoppable Super Killing Force, which is Bloodletter and Unstoppable Slasher, which is fantastic. So, yeah, Unstoppable Slasher, you are going to be the MVP of this particular deck. Congratulations. You are going to Disneyland. All the little kids will love to see you with your Edward Scissorhands and your Saw Hand on your other side there. All right, there we go. Unstoppable Slasher. Number 2, was this deck competitive? Yes. 78% win rate. This mid-range deck totally was blowing them all away, and I needed it. I needed it bad. All right, so there we go. Competitive deck, absolutely. Number 2, was this deck fun to play? Yes. Why was it fun to play? Because for some reason, you only have 2 Tinybones, yet Tinybones came up in the early games all the time. All the time. Turn 1, turn 2, Tinybones. And you're playing him. And then we had bunches of creature removal, which is what you did early on. And Ghost Vacuum, that was cool because anybody who's trying to play a reanimation, you're just sucking those guys out of their graveyard. Glorious. So the amount of control you had early made up for the lack of aggro, but Tinybones with being a little death toucher, plus his ability to steal non-land permanents out of graveyards, fantastic. So yeah, between Tinybones and Ghost Vacuum, you're taking out reanimation decks like crazy. And hopefully with your other guys, you're able to get those life gain dudes out of there, or mono red, just kill. So that way when you start laying in your late game situation, you're not being bothered by having another person's deck that's fully come into its power. Instead, you've just been pinning that thing down. I say the one thing that is usually the worst against this deck is discard. Mono black discard. Man, that was horrible. I played against a guy who was playing Mill. I think it was with another version of this deck that I ended up abandoning. Yeah, that deck took me out too. Because Mill plays its own game, board wipes and milling for the most part. But anyways, yeah, this was a fun deck to play. Fun deck. I gotta say, the thing I don't particularly care for is Bloodletter Unstoppable. I just don't like it when the game just is over all of a sudden. You know, it's like they don't see it coming. No matter how much life they have, they're going to be dead. But when you need to break a curse, you got to play with those kinds of decks. I'm sorry. It's a curse breaker. All right, let's see. Was this deck interesting? No, it was not. This is a standard mono black mid-range deck. I mean, the only thing is I did go and get the mono black mid-range deck, and you know what? Even that deck was losing it for me. It was supposed to be like a 64% win rate, and I got it to like 37 or something. I mean, it was just ridiculous. Like I said, the curse was on me hard. So I ended up having to rip out a bunch of cards and just lay in on the creature kill, put a bunch of deadly cover-ups in there, because my problem is that I just couldn't kill enough creatures. They would just, I'd kill a number, but they would just keep them coming, and then I'd just be sitting there staring at them doing nothing. I needed creature controls, what I needed. So that's why I got rid of the low-end creature turds and ended up, like, what was it, the Anointed with Fear or whatever. That thing is just a stupid joke. End up laying in more of these. We got, 4 of those. We got 4 between Go for the Throat and Shoot the Sheriff. That was the great combo that allowed us to play these, because I always hated going up against artifact creatures with Go for the Throat. It was happening all the time. But between Shoot the Sheriff and Go for the Throat, you got a nice blend, so you can take out what you need to do. Liliana's taking things out. So this is really almost mono black control. But it's mono black mid-range. It is, because we got a lot going on at mid with Unstoppable Slasher, Sheoldred. We got the Demon from Ritual Chamber. Yeah, it's good. Even I was using these guys like nuts too. So yeah, you're using every part of this deck. Was it an interesting deck? No. Nope. This is a boring deck. It's in the, pretty much a version of it is in the top, 10 decks out there. So yeah, it's a competitive, fun deck to play, but it's not the most interesting right now. All right, so set this up. Was this deck competitive? Yes. Was this deck fun? Yes. Was this deck interesting? No. So we're just going to give this deck a A-. I mean, it's a great deck. It's boring at this point. But I mean, it's boring as far as playing something that's a deck that's interesting to play. But the fun aspect of playing a nice mono black deck, top shelf. So if you need something that's a little bit more control-y than the standard mid-range mono black deck out there right now, this is it, baby. This is a deck for you. All right, there you go. So with an A+, with an A- deck, we're going to say if you decide to play with this deck, I hope that you have as much fun with it as I did. That is all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, shine on, you crazy diamonds. Later.